We are Jen,
Amy
and Amy. We are all psychologists who share an aim to empower and improve the well-being of people we work with by reducing stigma and exploring understandings of why people experience emotional distress.
So we hope to visit Uganda in early 2014 to promote emotional well-being and work with the clinical psychologist at Makuru University.
Uganda's history of civil and international conflict has resulted in trauma and human rights violations such as child abduction, child labour and sex slavery. This trauma has had a long-lasting impact on communities. As with communities in the UK, people sometimes struggle to know how to respond, and there is an urge to restrain or suppress emotional distress. This can be hard to witness.
The government-funded psychological services in Uganda have limited resources, and the service user voice is currently absent.
In Uganda, there are 4 government-employed clinical psychologists. In the UK, there are 18,933 registered psychologists. At least 9,500 of these are clinical psychologists.
One psychiatric hospital in Uganda houses 700 people with mental health difficulties. Their families provide them with food and basic care because of the limited service resources.
Despite such significant challenges, traumatised communities have developed innovative networks to promote psychological well-being. These innovative networks are made up of truly inspirational people.
One of the joys of my job as a clinical psychologist is that I get to meet many inspirational people. I visited Uganda in January this year, and through contact with different families, communities and individuals, I heard incredible and moving stories of emotional distress and trauma, of war and suffering, stories of compassion and resilience, connectedness and community. These are important stories for us to audience, as I think we can all learn from them. And that's what this project is all about, amplifying the less heard voices for the benefit of us all.
So therefore, we'd like to go to Uganda with the main aim of collecting stories of those who might be described as having mental health difficulties in a creative and culturally sensitive way.
Amplifying the voices of those who have experienced significant emotional distress will promote their inclusion, reduce stigma, and encourage the access and development of services that are created by the community for the community.
So we plan to raise awareness by publishing these stories in accessible settings using social media and academic forums.
We also hope to develop our links with the clinical psychology training course in Uganda to provide some training that introduces the voice of the service user, which can only strengthen practice.
Previous training of Ugandan psychologists involved little direct contact with clients. Fostering these important relationships is crucial for helping those in distress.
We hope that the relationships that we continue to establish during the trip will foster long-term links between the Lancaster training course and Ugandan people.
So we would like to ask for your help in raising funds to get us to Uganda. We need £3,000 to support us as individuals to travel to Uganda, but also for the equipment to help us to capture stories and provide training. You can do this by looking at our crowdfunder page.
We feel this trip is about connecting and nurturing meaningful and enduring relationships. We recognise the power of sharing stories, and we hope that this project will be enriching for us, but also for all those involved in Uganda and more widely in the UK. We hope that the rewards that we are offering to support us reflects this.
Thank you.